Your idea should be in such a way that you should keep yourself up and running in terms of
Right.
learning. Whenever, let us assume, whenever you stop learning, then you can almost decide, or you can almost accept yourself that you are going to ever nowhere.
Right.
So the whole concept behind becoming super successful in your career is all about learning.
Right. And a positive attitude towards it is important.
Of
Without
course, that
it,
should be everywhere. Yeah.
yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Panisha Puri, and today we have with us Mr. Jagdeesh, who is a recruitment professional with a demonstrated history in delivering talent for large and complex projects. Highly skilled in strategic product management, business analysis, recruiting, and web development. Welcome to our channel, Zafil. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Great, great. Thanks for joining us. Before we move towards your journey and talk about your college days and your first job experience, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Pleasure is mine, and thanks for having me in this meeting in the first place. So I started my career as a recruiter, and from there I evolved myself as a team lead, and from there as a manager. Right now, I'm contributing as a manager, handling both clients and as well as the candidates. So my core job is to connect job seekers and as well as the talent need, so that I find myself as a as an individual, or I find my team as a
Right.
team uh, who connects talent and as well as talent need.
So you're currently working with any firm or any organization?
Yeah, I'm currently working with Technozen. It's a multinational company. So our base location is United States.
Okay, great, great. So, what are your day-to-day activities may include?
My core activity is handling clients.
Okay,
So I handle clients and their requirements, talent requirement to be precise, and I mentor and monitor my team of recruiters. I kind of give them knowledge about what the client is looking for and how to find the talent in the marketplace, and for that matter, not the holistic online platforms that are available in the market, but uh, the different ways of finding talent, and the different platforms where the talent is available.
right. Great. Apart from the core skills required for a particular job, what do you see in a candidate?
Apart from the skills that they have, we try to look about their idea and as well as their enthusiasm and interest levels, and on top of it, the we do a psychometric analysis as well. So in order to analyze the candidate, where he or she fits in, and whether the candidate is good to proceed with specific domain and domain related stuff and all that. Other than my interview, there will be two or three more rounds as well when it comes to the technology aspect of the interview, and as well as the managerial interview too. On top of it, there will be the operations interview, where the when I said operations interview, it will be about salary negotiation and all that stuff.
Great, great. So, what is the major skill set required to be in a MNC or to be in a corporate? What do you think?
So, as far as the major skill is concerned, the first and foremost thing is how well you portray yourself
Right,
and how well you evolve and run with the present market scenario, and on top of it, your enthusiasm and uh, interest, and as well as the whole stick of idea of being positive to the environment, and as well as team mingling skills, and if you are coming as a lead or manager, how well you interact with your team, and how well you handle your team. And if at all, if there is if there is an adverse situation that's coming up on top of your head, it's all about how well you handle it in a positive way and uh, decode it to the best interest of your customer.
So, those students who are watching our show, this might be helpful for them to identify what are the core skills required to be in a particular field. Talking about you, tell our viewers a little bit about your graduation days.
As far as my graduation is concerned, I did my graduation in management. My core subjects are all about operations and management. So for our industry, when I talk about our industry, it's recruitment or talent acquisition or staffing. All these industry, it's the whole intention of a recruiter should be a positive first thing, and the second thing, one should be positive, and second thing is you should have enough patience. uh, Not all can get candidate or for that matter talent in no time, so you should have enough patience. And as far as the market scenarios nowadays is concerned, there is a lot of job hopping that's going on, so you should be ready to handle the job hopping condition, and you should have enough patience to get a candidate or to get the talent.
In our graduation days, we acquired a lot of skill set and we got to know a bit about the industry and how we are gonna work again. So tell our viewers about your first job experience. How was your first job and how you got your first job?
So yeah, I finished my graduation, and I was just looking out. I'm not in the I did not get my job right from on-campus interview or something like that. So when I finished my graduation, I was just looking out for a job online, and eventually one of my friend uh, got got a contact where he already got a job and he got a contact in other company, and he just referred me. So that's how I got an first opportunity to attend an interview in the first place. So I went to that interview and I portrayed myself in positive way, and I developed my communication skills, and I represented I represented myself in a confident manner. And then I was fortunate enough, and on top of it, I was in fact I did hard work to nail that job, and that's how I was placed in that company, and that company name is Tech Tamina. Your idea should be in such a way that you should keep yourself up and running in terms of
Right,
learning. Whenever, let us assume, whenever you stop learning, then you can almost decide, or you can almost accept yourself that you are going to ever know it.
right,
So the whole concept behind becoming super successful in your career is all about learning.
right. And a positive attitude towards it is important
Of
without
course, that should be everywhere. Yeah.
yes. What are the major challenges you had faced in your first job? Is there any?
So as far as myself is concerned, I am lucky that all my team members were positive and my manager was so supportive. So I did not have to go through any kind of hiccups or any kind of challenges throughout my first assignment. But uh, to be in a position where somebody should if you are just joining a company, or if you are just entering an corporate world,
Right,
the few challenges that might come are getting catch up with your team, and getting catch up with your manager, and team mingling, and collaborative. You should be ready to to contribute. No matter your pressure, you'll have something in your pocket, or you'll have something that you're carrying. You should be ready to open up yourself and give it in a positive way, and at the same time you should be ready to seek something that is available in your team, or for that matter from your manager or the environment.
so, how one can continue his or her learning while working as a professional in a corporate or anywhere?
So let us take a scenario. Uh, any corporate individual will have to work around 9 to 9:15, 9 hours 15 minutes. So that's the holistic
Yes.
time that a software professional follows. So when it comes to 9 hours, then you can exclude 1.5 hour in terms of breaks, the
Right.
different types of breaks, and you'll have eight solid hours to manage your work.
Right.
So I don't think any individual will work for 8 hours, because you're a corporate professional and you're smart enough to get that work done within 6 or 7 hours. So if you want to engage yourself with extra load of work, then that's a different ball game
Right.
altogether. So in generic, so most people will complete the task within 6 or 7 hours, and you'll have 1 hour of time within that 9 hours. So in that 1 hour, if you concentrate on what you could get from online or from friends in the sense colleagues, or for that matter from your managers, boss, and so on and so forth. There is a lot of stuff that is available in the market where you can engage yourself and you can upskill yourself. So if you take an software, techie, he or she can acquire knowledge from different websites.
Right.
So all the code is available in the websites, and there is a lot of stuff that's going on in the internet world, and there is if you want to contribute to the market, you can contribute your technology stuff on blogs, writing blogs, and there is LinkedIn that is available. You can
Right.
post your content, and you can in fact write articles on LinkedIn, and you can contribute to different free blogs as well.
Right.
And that Medium, there is a site called Medium. I'm sure most of the students know
Right.
it, but yeah, people can contribute on Medium. In fact, they can learn from Medium. There is Quora, and there is, of course, the holistic YouTube. You can
Right.
contribute, and as well as you can seek knowledge from YouTube. So in today's world, there is no word called uh, there is no source available. There
Right.
is no source mean there is no word called no source. Every source is available if it's all about your interest and your enthusiasm to learn, or as well as to contribute to that platform. So when I was working as an recruiter with Tectamina company, so I had to go through a phase. After not all companies will give the complete training. So
Yeah.
you'll be given with the training that is uh, that can be used for that role.
Right.
So there will be limited and specific training that will be, the complete course will be designed by by that company, where they can engage yourself in that particular area. The but the domain is not limited to the role that you're performing in your uh, first company. The domain has vast information, and you need to upskill yourself
Yeah.
in order to have a progress in your career.
Right.
So then I was thinking, what can I contribute, and how do I help people from my domain? So
Right.
I'm not a super guy, Superman that I can give training to everybody, right? So
Yes.
I have limited space where I can contribute to my fellow colleagues. But in order to give a holistic idea of what domain is and uh, what 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 can be contributed to domain is this is what that was running at the point of time when I started my career. So later to that, after receiving somewhere around 8 7 8 years of experience, I thought I should I should contribute to my marketplace or my domain, people from my domain. Then I thought and realized that I should start a book. So most probably within next 2 3 months, I'm going to release my book that is specific to recruitment domain.
Okay.
So that's what I planned. My role is about I already have a requirement, so I get the requirement from a hiring manager or
Okay.
from the customer. So once I receive that requirement, I'll just go through the job description and I'll find out what could be the not what could be, what are the skills that my hiring manager or customer is looking for. And sometimes we'll hop onto a quick meeting with the managers and understand their standpoint and understand their need. And from there, we'll build a strategy and we'll look out for the talent. But when I'm asked to talk about the domain specific, there will be two types. One thing is we'll have a requirement and we'll look for the talent. The other thing is
Okay.
we'll have candidates, in-house candidates, and we'll look for requirement.
Okay.
So the second thing will work in service-based companies like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, and so on and so forth. That is called benchmarking or bench staffing. They'll have an internal bench where they'll place those candidates in the specific projects, and they'll find out the best suited project to the bench candidates, and they'll place these bench candidates in that project. So there two models will there are two models, and people will work on both models.
So, how you search for the candidates, like which mediums you use?
So my favorite is LinkedIn for
Okay.
sure. LinkedIn has nailed it, and no matter what technology that you're hiring or what skill that you're hiring, you can find it. As far as technical guys are concerned, you can find the talent in LinkedIn. And Naukri, for that matter, in India, it has a vast database that is a job seekers
Right.
database that is available on it, and you can find people on Naukri as well. But how well if you want to stand out from the crowd, then you should not go through Naukri. When
Okay.
I said you should not, your strategy should be in a way that you should be able to fetch a candidate who is passive. In recruitment, there are two things. One is active hiring and active job seeking, and the second is passive job seeking.
Okay.
To be precise, active job seekers and passive job seekers. If
Right.
you are trying to fetch a candidate from active job seekers pool, then you are running up in a situation where you're competing with uh, uh, all the other recruiters, and
Right.
I'm not sure if you can get the talent quickly, or in fact, you'll be another guy who is competing with your fellow colleagues and sourcing that resumes on Naukri. But if you want to stand out from the crowd, then you should look out for the passive recruiting methodologies, and you should be able to catch hold of the passive job seekers.
What are the main things you look into a LinkedIn account? What are the things you look at in a candidate's profile specifically?
So, to answer this question, I don't want to market LinkedIn in the first place, but LinkedIn has two things. One, you can find a can if you don't have a LinkedIn recruiter, you can find candidates using X-ray.
Right.
And if you have a LinkedIn recruiter, then obviously LinkedIn recruiter has various uh, functions where you can make use of those functions and build a pipeline of talent, and from there you can successfully achieve the target that you are aiming for.
If I'm a person who are looking forward to a job, what should be in my LinkedIn and what should not be?
So to answer this question, first of all, any student that is who are coming out from the college should have a professional picture in the profile picture,
Right.
and they should have a banner image which should be professional.
Right.
When I said professional, you need not have a tie and you need not have a blazer, but that should be eye-catching.
Yes.
The both profile picture and as well as the header banner.
Right.
And coming to your name, you should give that name, the complete name, and
Okay.
there should not be any uh, grammatical mistakes. I see few people using, if at all, if their name is Panisha.
Right.
they'll put P as small letter and then they
Yes.
do it. But that's not the recommended thing. You should represent yourself in professional, and you should represent yourself as an attention seeker.
Right.
Your profile should reflect in a way that you're energetic, and as well as your enthusiasm, and the zeal to get into a job. All those things should be put into your LinkedIn profile. What are the crash courses you did? What is your project? And what is your core skill set? And what is that? What are the learnings that you have done in your graduation, or for that matter in your entire education? And what is your areas of interest in terms of contributing to the market, or in terms of you need not contribute completely into technology or something like that. Maybe few people has an interest to contribute
Right.
to the society in terms of humanity and kind of all that stuff. Whatever the stuff that you did, you should be the first thing that is important is being positive and representing yourself in a positive way,
Right.
and the energy that you have. And when I said how, few students might get a doubt, how can I portray my energy in a LinkedIn profile?
Right.
LinkedIn has the video image as well.
Right.
You can give you can make a short video representing what you have, what you're carrying, that should be positive and energy. So
Right.
that's also one key feature that LinkedIn is providing, and you can make use of. If not, if you're photo sensitive, then you can, or camera sensitive to
Right.
be precise, then you can put your words
Yes.
in a way where you can portray yourself in positive way. So
Right.
it's, whatever the job duty you're coming, no matter it's a software job, or it's an engineering job, or it's a medical job, or whatever it is, always represent yourself in a positive way.
Right.
So when a job is posted, the job posting has two things. One is, they'll get tons and tons of resumes into their inbox, and from
Right.
there they have to shortlist. When we are shortlisting, we'll have a clear idea of what I need. Right? When I said I need, my hiring manager needs. So
Right.
based on that idea only, we'll have a quick glance on every resume. No matter the number of resumes that we should go through every resume, and from there we should understand what that candidate is carrying, and whether the candidate is suitable to our requirement or not. So that's how our screening process will be. If at all, if the candidate's resume is matching around 70% also, we'll give a quick call to that candidate and see what they're doing and how they are, and how excited are they are how excited are they in terms of getting into a new job, and all that. So if the as far as the technology is concerned, I'm a tech recruiter, so I'm talking more about technology.
Right.
So as far as technology is concerned, if the technology is old enough, and if we have enough talent in the marketplace, then we'll have a keen screening. It will be very tough to uh, get through that. If at all, if we are looking for niche skills, and if the talent, if the pool is very low,
Right.
uh, then the screening will be little narrow, and we'll have quick conversation with the database that we have. And on top of it, we will try to convince the candidate, rather than candidate trying to convince us. If the talent pool is low, then it's all about we convincing the candidate. So what I recommend here is, if most of the students might have different types of skill sets. So what I recommend here is, don't go with the flow. Just try to go with the what the market wants. So today, if we are talking, the world is talking about this blockchain, and as well as this Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and so on and so forth. So as far as India is concerned, we have around 70,000 people that who are working on Web3 technologies.
Right.
So if you are from tech background, I recommend students to learn that Web3 technologies and get upskill yourself in terms of that cryptocurrency domain. I'm not talking about the functionality of what it is, but if you want to be a tech guy, learn those technologies. And India as a tech market is in very much pretty much need about a need of that talent. So
Right.
if you can learn that, then that will add advantage to your CV. On top of it, eh, the core technologies the niche technologies that the market is looking for is, of course, data analysis, data statistics, data science,
Right.
machine learning, AI, and so on and so forth. So these are the key technologies, in fact, niche technologies that we have for which we have less amount of talent, and the
Yes.
scope of work and the job, the need for talent is huge.
These are the skill set required to be in an IT sector or to be in a tech sector. So, if any student would like to become a recruiter, what are the skill set required?
If anybody wants to come and settle as a recruiter, the first and foremost thing is you should smile. First thing, because unless you smile, you'll not have positive things. So when
Right.
I said smile, you should be positive, should have patience, you should have that enthusiasm, and you should be excited to offer a job. To be precise, every recruiter must carry that excitement to offer a job. So
Right.
unless you are excited about the job, you cannot portray that to the
Right.
candidate, right? If you are not excited about what you are doing, you cannot portray that, or you cannot transfer that excitement to the job seeker. Right now, I'm carrying around 10 years of experience. So all through my experience, I kept on learning, and still, and moving forward also, I'll keep on learning. Uh, so if I stop learning, as I told you, it applies to anybody in this universe. If
Right.
if you stop learning, then you should look into the other aspects of your life. You're not going to. I'm sorry to put it in a negative way, but yeah, you're not going to get move forward. You're not going to achieve that heights that you're targeting. So the only thing is keep learning, keep learning, keep learning.
Great saying. You should never give up on learning and keep on learning, and it's very important. Thank you so much for joining us, sharing your insight with us. That might be helpful for the students who are watching our show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me in the interview, and in fact, thanks for spending your quality time with me. And it's my pleasure that I was able to give something that I learned throughout my career, and in fact, throughout my life.
Thank you so much.